I'm proud of where our show is right now, especially taking two very different people and having them come together over what unites families, which is food and a meal and hanging out with friends. And I think it says that we're going in the right direction. I think when you would look at it and you say, oh my God, I have a, older white woman, white collar, kind of lifestyle, and then you take like someone who came up through the ranks and is one of the best rappers in the world and go, hey, let's have a dinner party. You don't normally think, you go, I want to be invited, and I think America has taken us in and wants to join. What Martha wanted to do is show a side of her that I think you saw on the roast. And I know for me, watching that roast changed everything, right? Like I showed up to watch them, talk about Bieber like everybody else. I was like, how's this kid gonna get out of this mess? Perfect, go to a roast. Hit it dead on. Like I always think that's from a publicist point of view. Showing up at that roast is always like, let's turn it around. And I think it worked. And I thought that the combination there was great. And I saw two people that were laughing at hot button issues, laughing at themselves, were charismatic, witty, and smart. And my thing is that the level that we can go? But do you really want to do that every week? Like our show too, like we want people to come and join us. It's a safe place. And my favorite thing was season 1, convincing people to come on, and their people were like, what is gonna happen there? And I'm like, dude, we're gonna cook and we're gonna eat, it's gonna be cool. And it was in our first episode that aired, it was Seth Rogen, Wiz Khalifa, Martha and Snoop, and Ice Cube. And at one point, Seth Rogen was just like, this is the weirdest group of people I've ever been on a stage with.
Oh, look, lots of green.
Throw that in there when we need to.
Oh, don't waste any.
Yeah, that's KK.
Thank you. What's KK?
KK is Khalifa Kush.
Oh, okay.
That's an herb. Martha, that's one of those herbs that I'll be using tonight with my special chicken wings.
Like my rosemary, thyme,
it's just like
basil,
that.
okay.
Yeah, it's just from a different part of the wood now. You know what I'm talking about?
This is the weirdest group of people ever on a stage together.
And that was my first shoot. And that, to me, was what I wanted. Just like, tell the world it's fun. You show up, you cook a meal, you have conversation. What is that conversation? Depends on what you have. You're not pushing a product, you're not pushing this. Just come and have some dinner with friends. And I think that's kind of the message, though, that goes back to the show. And both Martha and Snoop wanted that. Snoop's like, I want people on the show I don't necessarily know. And Martha's like, I want people I don't know. Because that's what makes the conversation great. People aren't going to tune in to watch a TV show about people you don't like, right? So people are tuning in to see people that you like. So I always feel like normal people have ups and downs. There are weeks and days that you're good, and there's weeks and days that you're bad. And if you're doing a show like Ruse, like when you're doing a competition show, there's some shows where so-and-so was the bad guy this week. But you only can show that when you know that the human spirit on the other side, it comes out. And when the contestants say, you edited me unfairly, I'm like, hey, real quick, I'm gonna go in the edit bay, let's FaceTime. I'll show you what would have happened if we were live. And I love to show them that footage, and they're like, I love you. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Spread the word. I think shows like that on every level, just do it. I don't care if it's a family show, if it's a competition show. We're highlighting people that are either hyper normal, like in the sense of it is like Chris just has a family with, she's just a mom with a bunch of kids, right? If you actually break it down. And like Rue's taking people through a community that he grew up being a part of, and you're just highlighting people, but there's something about people just wanting to hear other people's stories. Like I know for me, like I think what we all do is so hard, right? Like I always joke around, like my husband works in scripted, I'm like, must be so difficult. You like put those words on the paper, everyone's so beautiful. When you get there, everyone says those lines, there's HMU and fancy crafty, and your story is just as you say it. And I think a lot of times for us, we show up to work and the only tool we have is our heads, our hearts, and our guts. And that's our toolbox. And I think sometimes that's a lot harder because it is on you. Everyone looks at all of us at the end of the day, and we have to roll with it. And if someone's having a hard day on one of your shows, it's your responsibility to try and fix it.
Hi, it's Kris Jenner,
RuPaul,
Leah Remini, Elizabeth Moss,
Kevin Bacon, Billy Bob Thornton.
Thanks for watching The Hollywood Reporter
on YouTube. And find me on my YouTube channel. I don't have one, but I'm gonna get one after this now.
Make sure to subscribe for more videos from The Hollywood Reporter right here.